In the past few times when we've played Aston Villa, we've been used to seeing Brummy Tom Daly, i.e. Jack Grealish, doing his best diving performances. You know, who can ever forget the time when he was kicked in one leg and went down clutching the other leg? I remember that one. I mean, last season when we played Villa twice, it was absolutely fantastic. We had Jared Bowen's beauty little header and equalising goal from Villa being ruled out in the very last few moments because of that much offside from VAR. We also had Jesse Lingard's brace as well. Please come back, J-Lings. And so that's why I'm feeling confident about Sunday. Premier League's back and we're taking on the Villa. I'm not going to lie to you. Aston Villa's a team that I was jealous of a little bit in the past few seasons because we did have the chance to relegate them in 2020, but results elsewhere meant that they stayed up because of a 1-1 draw at the London Stadium on the last day of the 1920 season. They stayed up that year because a goal that went in against Sheffield United, I think it was, the keeper caught the ball, it went over the line, but it wasn't given. And that goal would have meant that they would have had 1 point less and they would have gone down. Otherwise. Actually, no, they would have had... Yeah, they would have had 1 point less, thinking about it. Yeah, just doing some maths there. And ever since they stayed up, they invested into a new director of football in Johan Lange, spent £100 million yet again in another transfer window to put some real quality in their team, showed more fight, showed a lot more hunger and desire, and they've got something going on at Aston Villa which is actually quite strong. They've got a really good owner, a really good director of football, and a really good scouting system. West Ham now does have a head of recruitment, don't get me wrong, that's not a bad thing, but Villa had that before. The result this season of that, well, it hasn't been great, as you're yet to find out in the next section. This season has been especially difficult for Dean Smith's side, and the manager is facing increasing pressure to get things turned around very quickly. Villa's won 3 games so far this season and is currently on a 3-game losing streak. Part of that was actually quite painful for the fans because in the Black Country derby against Wolves, if you could call it that, it was a battle of the Birmingham area, local rivals, Wolves. They were 2-0 up and lost 3-2 in the very last minute because of a free kick. Not only that, they lost 3-1 to Arsenal last week. I watched that first half of that game and it was very, very poor from Villa. They showed absolutely nothing in terms of quality. They showed absolutely nothing in terms of threat. They also lost to Spurs this season, and they started off the season actually losing to newly promoted Watford. Things weren't going very well for them at this point. They haven't had a lot of consistency. They had back-to-back wins against Everton and Manchester United, but since then it's been just capitulation, really. They've gone from being top half of the table to now 13th, and the performances haven't been really that good for them. They did invest in some players over the summer, though. They got Emiliano Buendia in for a club record fee. He signed from Norwich City, but a lot of fans are getting on his back because of his bad performances. Leon Bailey joined from Bayern Leverkusen, a really good winger. He's still finding his feet a little bit. But losing Jack Grealish, I think, was their big downfall. They haven't replaced him properly, and it shows in a way that although Buendia was the man that was meant to fill Grealish's place, Grealish was Grealish, and he's a club legend there. Unfortunately, he's gone now. It shows in the way Aston Villa was somewhat a bit of a one-man team, kind of like what West Ham was with Dimitri Payet. Up first is Ollie Watkins, who I wanted West Ham to sign so badly last year. He is a quality striker with Thierry Henry-esque talent about him. He is projected to score at least 15 goals this season in the Premier League. Last season, he joined from Brentford for a club record fee of up to £33 million. He had a hat-trick against Liverpool last season. and scored against Arsenal as well, and actually scored against West Ham when we played him at Villa Park. He is a quality striker, Watkins, and his reward, he got a call up to the England national team and made his debut for his country. He is on the up for sure. Secondly, Danny Ings, because I wanted West Ham to sign him as well, because he would have suited us so much. The only issue was people were saying, oh, he's injury prone, but he's quality. Danny Ings came in very quickly. They got it done real quick, getting a new striker in. They got Danny Ings in there. He scored goal of the month for August with an overhead kick against Newcastle United. He's just a good striker, Ings. Really like him a lot. Third player I'm going to talk about is Matty Cash. And the reason why, not only because he's a quality right back, but he's achieved something personal quite recently. He obtained his Polish citizenship through his mother and has committed to play for the Polish national team. Really big step up for him. But look, as a player, I think he's really, really solid as a right back. He's very tight and keeps things very gritty. And he was a player that I wanted West Ham to sign as well last season. Instead, we got Sofal. Sofal turned out to be amazing, don't get me wrong. But Matty Cash was there for the taking and we should have done it. Watkins, Ings and Cash, really good players for Villa. They've got two really good strikers and a good right back there. This name is one you will definitely know, but it's one that might surprise you. Nobby Solano, the Peruvian who was quite well known in the Premier League for playing for Newcastle United. He signed for Newcastle from Boca Juniors in 1998 and stayed on the North East for 6 years. He then spent 1 season at Aston Villa, went back to Newcastle for 2 years and then came to West Ham for 1 season. While he was at West Ham, he scored 4 goals in 23 games. He then played abroad for a little bit. He went off to Peru again, but then he came back to England, played for Leicester City, Hull City and Hartlepool United. Hartlepool's still in the North East, where he was loved, and he got to play for another smaller team, but one that fans could love him at and see him as kind of a cult hero, I guess, even though he was nearly 40 years old at the time. Since he retired as a player, he's gone into management. He now manages the Peruvian national Olympic, well, not Peruvian national team, I should say. Well, it's the Peruvian Olympic team. One thing that will go in West Ham's favour is that the ever-reliable goalkeeper Emiliano Martinez is not going to be playing on Sunday as he's had to travel back to Argentina due to a family emergency, and he is a solid goalkeeper and a great last line of defence. That aside, Villa has been struggling, like I said earlier, and I think they could be exploited by us. I'm going to say a 2-0 win to West Ham. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Opposition Uncovered. If you liked the video, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe for more content. I am in British Columbia, like I say in previous videos, in the last 2 or 3 that I've done. I'm going to visit my family over there. They moved out there in the summer. I haven't been to their new place yet. So I might be recording my aftermath video with the view of some mountains. And you get to kind of see a little bit of what Western Canada's like and admire its beauty. Thank you very much for watching this video. Take care, and I'll see you all soon.